What's up, guys? Spenny. One of my favorite parts of the last few months has been watching the grifter class from the Biden regime go around trying to sell books because they can't make money anywhere else, and trying to explain to us that a man who pooped his pants on live TV, which is the only explanation for Joe Biden leaving mid-interview during a live interview. You wonder why he never did any live interviews? This is why. And then wobbling off set. It is a remarkable thing to see. In the middle of a question, Joe Biden just gets up, leaves, takes the microphone with him, and runs away. The cameraman here deserves, some type of cinematography award for capturing all of it. Certainly not the only time that Joe Biden has wobbled away humiliatingly on camera. This, of course, is the last time Joe Biden was on camera at a campaign event, and Barack Obama had to physically assist him off of the stage. It's really hard to watch, frankly. You can tell that Joe Biden halting and incapable of moving under his own power, critically thinking or operating, needed to be minded to and cared for by somebody who still had their capacities. Watch Barack Obama literally take him by the arm. You've seen it a million times, but, well, it's worth revisiting to show you what liars, how horrible these people are. Look at how frail Joe Biden is. And a reminder that Joe Biden, in his last time really ever on camera before dropping out of the race, couldn't even get into the vehicle. Couldn't even get into the beast. Here's Joe Biden, unable to get into the car. The Secret Service had to come up from behind him and foist him into the vehicle. Push him into the car. You can see here. Joe Biden can't get into the car by himself. Of course, obviously, as you know, had to take the short stairs down Air Force One. And this is something very unique. You never see this with President Trump. A Secret Service agent following Joe Biden down the stairs in order to catch him in case something went wrong. You've never seen anything like this before. Look at how closely the agent is following him. You would never see this with Trump. Joe Biden, almost slipping there. Goodness. Anyway, the point is that the people who are complicit in all of this are completely evil. It's crazy. And though even the Democrat apparatus that is designed in order to protect the party at all costs and with all their humiliation is crashing out. Kamala Harris, trying to sell her book, shocks Jon Stewart by insisting that Biden was fully competent to serve another term, and then going on an expletive-laden rant about President Trump's White House. So Kamala just totally and completely crashing out here. Let's go with the lie first.
He was fully competent to serve.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
That surprises me, actually.
No, I do. There's a distinction to be made between running for president and being president.
What's the distinction?
Well, being a candidate for president of the United States is about being in a marathon at a sprinter's pace, having tomatoes thrown at you every step you take.
Shut up. What does that even mean? Okay, and now Jon Stewart has to put on his propagandist hat again. Listen to this.
Sitting president while doing that, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. I think it's a hard case to make for people that.
So, Jon Stewart doesn't ask any follow-up questions. Yes, 0 follow-up questions there. Kamala says, no, he was fully competent to serve. Nah, brah. I got footage of him being unable to get into a waiting vehicle, which, by the way, this isn't the Beast. President should never travel in a vehicle like this. And this is an SUV that they had because they created an SUV because Joe Biden couldn't move. He couldn't get down low enough to actually sit inside of the Beast, the one that President Trump drives in. So even with the manufactured vehicle for his handicaps, Joe Biden is still unable to get into the car. So no, he wasn't fit to be president if he's unable to get into a car. And now there's Kamala Harris as Kamala Harris crashes out.
Kidding me? This guy wants to create a ballroom for his rich friends while completely turning a blind eye to the fact that babies are going to starve when the SNAP benefits end in just hours from now. Come on. So what? I'm not going to be distracted by, oh, does the guy have a big hammer? What about those babies?
Right.
Well, it's Democrats who are shutting down the government. So, I mean, based on this, I mean, of course you should cut welfare and EBT to the bone. And the babies are, based on all available data, criminal aliens, right? A significant portion of SNAP and EBT beneficiaries are not American citizens. So, of course, we have no obligation at all under the Constitution or anywhere to pay for their food, their ultra-processed food, which could be steak or caviar or lobster tail or truffle salt, as we have covered. But either way, Kamala Harris is saying naughty words, you see, so you should listen to her. She dropped 2 F-bombs in this clip. Talking about...
Acted by, oh, does the guy have a big hammer?
Based on what we know about Kamala Harris's history, she probably does care if the guy has a big effing hammer for promotional purposes, if you know what I mean. The moment you realize you've been voting for the wrong person the whole time. All right. Kamala Harris trashes Joe Biden for his unbelievable call right before the Trump debate. Kamala Harris saying that Joe Biden, like, you can tell there's like no love lost here. Kamala Harris saying that Joe Biden sabotaged her debate with Donald Trump. Yikes. To be fair, she also thinks that she's fully competent to serve as president. Kamala Harris shocks Jon Stewart, insisting Biden was fully competent. Their line is that he was fit to execute the office of the president, but campaigning was too taxing. Got it? We're still lying about this. Okay. I didn't listen. Natural follow-up would be, so why did you kick him off the ticket? But Jon Stewart won't ask a natural follow-up. That's what's so frustrating about this. Let's think about this. Harris claims that Biden was competent. She replaced him and got smoked. If he was competent, then what does that make her? Of course. Right. Occam's razor. He was, when you're on vacation 70% of the time, even I could be president. When DNC shills like Jon Stewart know Kamala Harris is lying, got a real problem. New rule. People who interview Kamala Harris must tell you about the number of drinks that she had before answering questions. It's not working. Shock and worry. Stephen Colbert shuts down Biden's former press secretary as she continues passive-aggressive media tour, denying that she saw any decline. So I guess this is what they've because Cringe did the same thing. The reason why is that if they admitted that they witnessed decline, the obvious question then becomes, should we investigate you for the cover-up? This seems more legal than it does ethical or moral. Like as though there's going to be a big cover-up for what there's going to be an investigation into what they did. There already are multiple investigations into how Joe Biden's health was covered up. His doctor may lose his license, for instance. Some people may go to jail. His pardons are null and void, according to congressional inquiry. So those people responsible for this cover-up have committed, of course, a grave sin against the American people, the public and the voting public. So you can see why they'd want to lie. Or want to effing lie, according to Kamala Harris.
All room for his rich friends? Well, are you kidding me?
Pay attention to me. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.